Hello, where are you from?
I'm from New York.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
24.
And what's your ethnicity?
Pakistan.
Okay, and what's your religion?
Islam.
Okay, so what would you like to say about Israel Palestine?
Not so much about Israel Palestine, more about Israel and Syria.
So I just said what Netanyahu said about Syria. Were you listening?
No, I just joined. But my thing was,
Okay, so
I know that.
I'm going to tell you what Netanyahu just said about Syria. He said
Okay.
basically, and I'm going to tell you what I've been saying about Syria, which is just what he just said. Israel basically was booming Syria to get rid of Assad's weapons that the rebels could use to attack Syria, neighboring countries, Syrians, Israel, everybody. It's bad for Assad's weapons to get in the hands of the rebels. Also, they were attacking, what Netanyahu said, weapons and supply routes that H Group in Lebanon could use to attack Israel. Also, they were creating a buffer zone so that that's why they were in some territory in Syria. They weren't taking the land; they were creating a buffer zone so the rebels couldn't attack Syria. I mean Israel if they plan to, because Israel's plan is to protect their citizens. They don't want. Netanyahu just said it, and he's been saying it for the last however long the Syria thing's been going on. They don't want any problems with Syria. They don't want a conflict with Syria. They want any land in Syria. They just want to make sure Israel's safe, and they want to make sure the rebels can't attack Israel, and they want to make sure that their Golan Heights is safe and protected. Okay.
Okay.
Now you have anything to say? Now, if you're going to tell me fake news, I'm just going to end the conversation because that's the truth and that's what's going on. I don't
Oh
care
no,
what you
I'm
read
not
on.
gonna. I'm not gonna
I don't
say
care what you
like.
read on Pollywood.net. That's what's going on.
All right. My question is: so Israel has left Syria. Is that correct?
No, Israel has not left Syria. Israel's just
Why?
still has the buffer zone there because the rebels are unpredictable, and we don't know at this point what the rebels are going to do.
Yeah, but they already destroyed the military infrastructure.
What military? You talking about Assad? But the rebels have their own military.
So didn't the military work with? Didn't the IDF work with the rebels to overthrow Assad?
No. Listen,
Right.
the rebels. Nobody knows what these rebels are going to do, right? These rebels are like claiming to not be extremists, but like they were extremists. Like they are T people, but they aren't T people. Like nobody
Uh,
knows if the rebels are going to go this way, that way. All of like these rebels are like nobody knows. It's like Assad was like the devil you knew. The rebels are like the devil you don't. Like nobody knows what the rebels are going to do tomorrow, the next day, a month from now, a year. Like nobody knows which way it's going to go with them.
but my
Like
thing
people,
is,
a lot of people are saying they think the rebels will be a bad thing. A lot of them are saying they might be a good thing. A lot of people are saying they might be in the middle. Like nobody knows. So Israel's just like
but my
hoping for
thing
the
is,
best. Hold on, let me just finish. Israel's just hoping for the best, preparing for the worst.
can I speak? Or are you done?
Go ahead.
My only thing is, why is it any of Israel's business? What?
Why is it any of Israel's business? Because they're right on their border.
But that has nothing to do. If it's not
What do
any
you
of
mean it has nothing to do
country,
with anything? They're
if,
right on
if
their
it's not,
border.
oh wait,
Adam,
wait, wait,
Adam,
wait.
Adam, you do realize, that Turkey also built up a buffer zone against the rebels. Adam,
I'm
if
against that.
somebody,
I'm against
listen,
that.
if a potential attacker is right on your border, you're going to protect yourself, right? If Pakistan
I
knew
was
the
just about to bring
knew,
that.
hold on,
Okay.
Adam, let's look at this logically. If Pakistan found out that rebels had completely taken over India and might attack Pakistan, wouldn't Pakistan do something to protect its border? Think about it logically.
But they literally just built up a military zone near the Indian border. Pakistan didn't do nothing.
Dude, I'm sorry, Pakistan's not that smart. Listen, the bottom line is that
You
rebels have
can't.
completely. Listen, Adam, listen to me. Rebels have completely taken over Syria. Nobody knows which way it's going to go. So, Israel, in order to protect its border and its citizens, since we have H Group in Lebanon, which was attacking from the other border, Israel said, well, we're going to make sure that these people who literally were T groups a hot minute ago, okay, all right, don't attack us. Like it's not illogical. Okay, but Adam, I'm not gonna continue like debating whether the Earth is flat or not because you're not understanding logic, right? These people were literally T people yesterday, and they still are. They were a designated T organization according to the United States yesterday. I think they still are. I don't know if they took them off the list.
All I'm gonna say is that first it was Palestine, then it was
I mean,
Lebanon, then it
there
was
was no Palestine. Adam, when was there a Palestine? Please explain it to me.
there wasn't a Palestine. You think there was never a Palestine?
When was there a Palestinian state?
There wasn't.
When was
No,
there?
I'm
When?
asking you. There wasn't. I'm asking you. There
No,
wasn't.
don't ask me. You're
So
making a claim that there was a
so
Palestine.
Palestine came out of nowhere, right? The Palestinian flag came out of nowhere, right?
Adam, there's a lot of flags for places that aren't places.
Like,
Listen,
like,
Adam, listen, with all due respect, Adam, they made a flag for their people or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But Adam, there was never a Palestinian state, Adam. I know you guys think that flags mean their places, but there was not, there's a Palestinian region, right? There's a region named by the Greeks and the Romans, a region, but there's never been a sovereign state or country called Palestine. Before it was the state of Israel, it was the British Mandate of Palestine run by the British. Then it was the Ottoman Empire. Then it was the Byzantines and a bunch of other people who were just like, again, they were just like occupying the land. Just like the British didn't make it into a state. They just occupied it as a mandate. The Ottomans didn't make it into a state. They just occupied it as whatever as an empire, right? Like part of the Ottoman Empire, not as like an empire by itself. The Byzantines just conquered it and just stayed there, and the other people just stayed there, right? They didn't make it into a state. The only people who had it as like a state or a country was the Kingdom of Israel, the Kingdom of Judea, and the State of Israel, right? So the thing is, there was never a Palestinian state there, a sovereign state. There isn't one now, and there wasn't in the past. The Palestinians have lived there. I'm not denying that. And people call it the Palestinian region. Just like in the Bible, you see the Palestine. It's a region. It's never been a state or a country. Some people call that region Palestine. Other people don't. But it's not a state or a country. That's just not factually correct. And I'm not trying to invalidate the Palestinian people. They come from the Palestinian region. Some people call that region Palestine. Just like if that region was called Tomato, they'd call themselves Tomatoans, right? But again, it's a region. It's never been a state or a country.
all right. Can I say something?
Go
Have
ahead.
you seen on the IDF on their uniform? They have a map on it saying the Promised Land. Have you seen that?
Listen, okay, listen to me.
I have a question.
Hold on,
No,
let me
it's a
just
yes or no
say
question.
something, Adam. Adam, let me just say something. Let me just say something, okay?
I'm
First
waiting.
of all, I'm gonna say something, okay? I don't think that's the standard IDF uniform. I know different IDF officers put different patches on their uniform, which, by the way, the head of the IDF has been against these different patches. Some people put the Mashiach patch. Some people with different country patches. People do their own shtick with their uniforms. But I don't think that's the standard IDF uniform to put Promised Land. Promised Land is not even in English, but is not even, that's English, that's not even Hebrew, but I don't think that's the standard IDF uniform, but whatever.
But have you seen it? I'm just asking.
I mean, just because some rando puts Promised Land on their uniform, that's just like bizarre.
No, I'm saying a bunch of people. If you go on Google, you
well,
see it.
whatever. So somebody put Promised Land on their uniform. Well, so what? So it's promised. They believe it's Promised Land. So okay. So what's your point? Well, so okay.
You
So
see the map?
somebody else put a Mashiach patch on their uniform. So what is your point? People put all kinds of things on their uniform.
Oh my God! Can you let me speak?
It's not the
Can you let me speak?
Adam, it's not the standard IDF uniform. Why are you so triggered because someone put Promised Land on their uniform? Because they believe it's promised to them? Okay, so that's one person's belief.
So why are you so triggered when someone says, "Oh, Palestine is a state"? Why are you so triggered? If it's not true, then you believe it's not true.
Adam, I'm not triggered. It's just not factual. It's not factual. I'm not triggered. I'm not triggered. If a Palestinian thinks that it's their promised land, that's fine, but it's still not a state.
All right, but I'm asking a yes or no question. Have you seen that? You still didn't answer my question.
I've seen 1,000 different patches on IDF people's things, but it's not the standard
The one I'm
IDF.
talking about?
Adam, it's still not the standard IDF uniform, but I don't care about people's patches.
Oh my God! Do you understand what I'm asking? Have you seen that one I'm talking about?
Probably
Yes.
not.
It's a yes. Probably not.
Adam, I don't know. Adam, I don't pay attention to these patches, Adam. I don't. If I
Okay.
tell you something honestly, I don't care. I think it's like a kind of a weird kind
So
of.
why are you doing a live
Adam,
then?
Adam, Adam, I don't think it's an important
Why are
point.
you doing a live then?
Adam, I don't think it's an important point. I think there's some real issues that the Palestinians are going through. I don't think this is one of them. I think this
Listen,
is. I think this is. I think
this
I when I say that pro-Palestinians talk about nonsense and not real issues, and can actually be talking about real things the Palestinians are going through. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I
and they're
think.
going through it because of Israel, correct? Can we all like
I mean,
agree
they're
here?
also going through things because of their own making. I mean,
But also
listen,
through
listen.
Israel, correct?
Adam, you ever heard that expression that once you take responsibility and you take a look at yourself and you kind of take responsibility for your own actions, your life will be a lot better. The Palestinians need to come, and a lot of them have come to the like taken responsibility that a lot of this is of their own making. If they had accepted the partition plan in 1947, they would have had their own state from the get go, right? If they had better government, their people would be a lot less, a lot much better off. If they didn't have the PA and H group running things, right? If they weren't doing T attacks, they'd be a lot better off, right? They have a lot of responsibility to accept as their own people, right? Just like the Israelis have some pretty fucked up people in their government as well. So that's the thing. Like, I think that both sides have a lot to blame on each other, but also have a lot to blame on themselves as well.
Are you done?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, because if anyone says anything about Palestine, you just start going in defense mode. Like in your
I'm
head,
really not going to
Palestine can
defense
never.
on it.
Can you let me talk? No, you just said you were
Adam,
done. You literally just said you were done.
Adam, I'm just very educated in this, and I just know what's going on.
No, you look like you're fucking retarded. That's what you look like. All right.
Okay, now you're just being rude and you're using very derogatory terms, so now you're just blocked. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.